Okay. Good morning, wonderful people, whoever's here, whoever's watching this. So I'm waking up, of course, like you see as well. This is why I look a little bit tired. Have This is just the cutest mug ever. It's just so perfect. Have my mug with me. And the funny story about this is that it came with this mug came with a spoon, and the spoon had like a cat or a mouse little like bobble on the top of the spoon. It was rubber and it was so cute. It was super cute, but it was really annoying because it would like flop off and potentially like dirt could get in there. I wasn't really sure of the hygiene, so we took it off shortly after. And then turns out that that little rubber mouse is like the favorite toy of Miggy. Miggy, the little cat who's living with us, he just loves this little mouse. And it's like his best friend, honestly. And he will like take it around, he will bite it in his mouth. I really have to get a video of it. It's so cute. He'll bite the little mouse in his mouth and like bring it and play with it somewhere else in the house. So alhamdulillah, thanks God. It's just, I love it when things just work out like that, when everything has its place. It's super cute. Today I just want to say like hi and good morning. And how are you? How are you really? And when we do like a how are you check-in, yes, it's the emotion you might be feeling right now. But also it's kind of like, how are we? What are those things in our life that we're resisting, that are lingering in the back of our minds, that we don't want to think about or that we don't want to process? That also is a part of how we are, how we may be in this present moment. And it's interesting, for me, I'm studying postgrad psychology and I have this lab report due. And it's so interesting, just even the mundane things of our lives can be incredible spiritual teachers. And the idea about study is, there is lots of resistance to it. It's a huge spiritual practice because, as well, the way that study and things are taught these days kind of is not it could be improved, I feel. I feel like studies can be so dry and it's not, tailored to you. It's so fun to learn, but sometimes studying in institutions can be a drag. But this is a spiritual practice to see how can we do it in a way that's we keep our gratitude high, we keep our vibe high, we don't let those thoughts of, oh my gosh, or we don't let them get in the way. It's okay for them to be there, but we don't let them get in the way. And as well, what's been coming through to me is this question, like, how can I love? How can I love everything? How can I love this assignment and really honor it and cherish it rather than just try and do whatever will get me the marks? Which I totally honor that method. I do that method sometimes, but it doesn't feel that like juicy to me. And yes, loving everything takes a little bit more time and energy potentially. But I feel that really, the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. Bringing love and bringing those intentions that you want to experience in the world into everything you're doing, or practicing love with something as weird as a lab report, I really feel it sets up the structure and really good infrastructure for us to then be able to communicate with everything in the world with love a little bit more, gratitude, juiciness, honor. And then you also will receive that back, that feeling of juiciness or that feeling of being loved, not just like there to get by, or there to for a means to an end, to get this lab report, to get the marks out. Yeah, like what is the meaning of what you're doing, and how can you bring your personal intentions into it that will feel good? And it might need lots of time and space, more energy than before, but I really feel that the outcome is so worth it, and the outcome is priceless, doing this kind of work that expands our architecture. So that wasn't really what I wanted to talk about today. I did want to talk about this question which somebody wrote in my Ask Me Anything box I have on my website. So you can put questions in there and I will, inshallah, answer them in YouTube video or something, anything you want to know about anything. So somebody wrote a question about how do I discern. They are a yoga teacher, as they became recently a yoga teacher for context. And their question was, how do I discern the ego thoughts from, my deeper, higher self intuition, from divine intuition? How do I know what guidance is what? Because the ego thoughts can be super sneaky. They can really seem good and they can be very manipulative, and tricky, like cheeky. They'll mask as something that seems like a really good idea, but sometimes if we haven't taken a breath, we maybe don't realize that we think this idea is great and it's really like giving to people, but actually you're just running from something. So even if it's a charitable act, sometimes we're doing that because we're running from the present moment. And so that's kind of a bit of an ego thing when, we're trying to seek things externally, when we're trying to escape from something, escape from the present moment. So it is just a tactic, It's a useful tactic as well, because sometimes in the past, we were trying to survive, we wanted to escape from things. So we have architecture there to escape from things. But now, as we know, for quite a few years, many of us have not been in life-threatening situations every single day, every minute, as in survival in the wild. So now we get to choose and we get to try and build a different house. But, ego and divine guidance, ego and the divine, I feel that it's not black and white. And I just made up this joke recently, so here we go. If you think it's black and white, when you wake up, you haven't opened your eyes to the elephant in the room yet. And that's a joke because elephants are grey. And the elephant in the room is something super obvious, that the world is not black and white. There is multi-dimensions, multi-facets. Everything is intertwined with one another. It's amazing. So it's elegant, sophisticated, it's beyond comprehension. But it's not black and white. So even with ego and divine, we can't really just have one or the other. There's always a little bit of the divine in our ego movements, because everything that happens or is thought is technically the will of the divine. Everything is divine. On the other hand, we can't really have something 100% divine, because we are a manifestation. We are this 3D. We are in this human body. So ego is just a way that we embed the divine. It's almost like it gives the ego is 3D architecture to hold space, to hold that vehicle together. So even if it's 100% divine intuition, there's still a touch of ego in that, because we are that combination of heaven and earth. We are that totally spirit, totally matter in the middle. It's amazing. It's amazing. So how do we tell? So this is a really easy way to choose something that is mostly divine driven. And that is, if you have any thought that you're not sure, to ask yourself, is this going to make me healthier? Is this going to make me healthier? And I haven't found a situation where this doesn't work. Generally, will this make me healthier is what the divine wants. Life wants life. And health is really, we are developing this increased complexity understanding of health. It's not just like I eat healthy and I exercise every day. No, it's like health is rest and emotional health and feeling capable to process this world, feeling strong in the relationships that may be important to you. Relationship health. Health is so multidimensional. So will this make me healthier? It's a really easy, simple question to ask yourself to see is this, kind of something that's a bit more divine than ego, because the ego will sometimes not be aware of the multidimensional aspect of health. The ego is limited. It maybe will think I will get more financial health, or I will help other people. And that's a real trick, helping other people to grow their health. But if we were to lose our health in the process, it's not in integrity. It's not in integrity because that structure is unbalanced. It's going to flop. So will this make me healthier? A lot of the times, once we get to a stable foundation within ourselves, helping other people does make us healthier. And, doing all the good things make us healthier. There is a way to do almost everything we want in a healthy way, I believe, inshallah. So that's what I would say for that. Is this going to make me healthier? Is this going to make me healthier? See how that feels to you and let me know how it goes if you do try it. That's probably all I want to say for now. Lastly, of course, every time I talk about the ego, I do want to say that the ego is not a bad thing. It's good to have a healthy ego, because healthy ego is, like I said, it's us in a way. We can't escape having a mind, a cognitive architecture that holds a self-concept. But a healthy one is just, it's 3D. Yeah, it's like 3D health. Ego is kind of just growing that 3D plane. And we are naturally expanding like the universe is. It's natural for our ego to also grow, for us to have a healthy ego, to know we're valuable and worthy of looking after our health, worthy of just living to be healthy, not needing to do anything else. To be healthy in ourselves, that's worth doing anything for. And then it's good to have that. And then over time, it will grow, inshallah. We will, over the years, if we keep just doing things that are healthy for us, even if they're challenging, probably there's going to be challenges. But every year we have an opportunity for that expansion of the universe, to allow the expansion of our divine self and our egoic self, which is just that we will experience this level of self-worth that we've never experienced before, this value. And I haven't lived for that long, but I've been starting to get feelings of that, just achieving places that I never thought I could achieve, because we are growing. We can't see the bigger picture when we're still growing, and inshallah we can always grow every single year. Getting older is a blessing. It's a blessing, and it just is. So yeah, doing whatever makes us healthy, help us align with just natural divine flow. We don't have to be anywhere. We don't have to do anything, but we can do things to keep ourselves healthy. And I know there's a lot of conditioning and programs that are fixed about hurting your health. And we're realizing them now, we're becoming aware. And that's okay too, it is what it is. So have fun with it. And I hope you enjoyed this morning session with me, because I guess I enjoyed it. So thank you. And much love, much peace. May peace and love and blessings be to you, to your families, to all your affairs. May your essence of divine and ego in 3D and all dimensions be always growing even stronger, past, present, future, strength and integration, all into this oneness, who we are, God consciousness. Love you a lot. I really do. And I love myself. And I love my lab report. So, bye for now. See you next time.